Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Hardspace Shipbreaker. So, let's go back in and do a little bit more. No wipe yet, as I like to point out, but that's okay. We still love this game. We've definitely had that second sort of wave of love sort of roll over us. Let's repair this. And let's repair that. And demo charges cost $1 bazillion. And we don't have $1 bazillion, so that's okay. But we need to buy back those repair kits. Right. Oh, only hearts today. Isn't that interesting? What are you? A refueling javelin? Yeah, no, lots of fuel. Scarlet's favorite. A stargazer. I do like the stargazer. Do I do it to myself? Do we do a salvage runner? Let's do a salvage runner. Last owner Hanzo from Overwatch. Let's do a salvage run. See what comes of it. For those not aware, I'm going to probably do 2 shifts back to back, nice and quick, because that works out to be about half an hour. And we're going to try and squeeze through the reasonable work orders that are randomly generated in association with this job. Let's first just buy those repair kits.
Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase.
We will check our inventory and make sure we've got utility keys. 5 repair kits. Oops, I've overdone it somehow. Okay, cool. So we're not going to worry about the skin or anything like that, because who does that? Who keeps a potato skin off of a potato? You know, not me. We're not doing that. So let's have a look. Power generator. Okay, so we don't need the core. That'd be interesting. Power generator. ECU. Now, if we pull the power generator, does that cause a meltdown? I don't think it does, but pulling the ECU probably will, to be perfectly honest. I think if we sever the coolant line, it will melt down. I think. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna need the thruster as well. So after it's all said and done, game's not really giving us a lot of options here. So we might actually need to take the core out. Alright, now what's going on with the... Of course it's all fully pressurized.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
It's good. It's a good puzzle. I kind of wish there was a bit more to it, because the puzzle is, how do I do this without pulling the core, basically? And honestly, I think the answer is you don't. I think the answer is you pull the ECU, it causes a meltdown. You pull the thruster. Well, we've done that before. We've managed to pull the thruster without touching the reactor. Actually, let's vent this airlock.
Airlock pressure
How many thrusters are in here? 3? We need 3 thrusters. See, that's some dangerous stuff, man. Yeah, I kind of just feel like there's no way to do it. We could drag this down into the barge for sure. I'll tell you what, the way that this has enveloped the core, it's pretty cool actually. That is pretty cool. We might have to just utility key this for the moment, to be honest. Haven't done the utility key in a long time, but to be honest, I don't believe there's an actual puzzle to be learnt on these dead switches. It's literally a 1 in 3 chance and then you just gotta go for it as hard as you can. And nah, I'm not really interested in that nonsense. So they should be all released now, which is good. So what's gonna be the best way to get them out? I mean, we can't cut with the traditional cutter anymore, can we? So maybe, is there a scenario where I can cut all three with one of these? I don't think so, right? Negative. That's all right. I wonder if we can just pull straight down. Will it jostle free on its own? Not really. It's a little bit frustrating, isn't it? What if I try and yank you down? Will you, why are you twirling like that? I feel like the game's cheating a little bit. Like, I know that it's sitting here in that. But like, let me pull it up and out. Okay. It's fine. It's good. We'll experiment more with the magic glue component of this game. So that busts out that, but interestingly enough, it doesn't actually affect this housing at all, which is a little bit of a shame. Which is cool. That's cool. I'm not really in critic mode at the moment. I'm more in just general analysis. To be honest, we just melt this off, right? So we don't care about that cap. And then can we just rip that out? Look, after it's all said and done, especially since we've got the quick release done, this might be the quickest way to do it.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Do.
Salvage deposit.
Yeah, well that worked alright.
Credits transferred.
Mechanical 24 gets stuffed, nanocarbon, metal, fuse, yeah, okay, fuel, coolant. What sort of coolant are we looking at? 187, so that's tanks. Rail guide? Rail guide's a tricky one. We might give that a go, because that involves like pulling the guts out of the ship. Now, I'm almost certain, no, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm almost certain that cutting the coolant supply in the ECU will cause a meltdown. Now, presumably we can sever this no dramas because we've flushed it. Let's try that out. Right, okay. Now how far does that extend? Well, alright. So, in the scenario that we have a panic meltdown, can I fit that out through here? Not sure. Maybe we splay this thing open. I could probably work with that. I could work with that. Okay. Now, we'll follow the pipe. God, this is a long path. Funnily enough, we haven't decompressed the rest of the ship, but this one is okay.
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damage.
Alright, well, this is going to be a moment of truth, boys. Right, so pulling that off, no meltdown.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes remaining in this shift. Get in while the getting's good. We wrap.
One coolant, okay. 2 coolant. Meltdown.
Reactor meltdown triggered. Action urgently required.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Or whatever. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Why aren't you fucking moving? Well, we're in trouble here. Bucket.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
Oh god, I can't win.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Element damage detected. Always use
Oh,
grounded
okay.
kits to avoid invalidating your warranty.
Now what's the inside look like after that? We've still got some sparking. Okay. It's not so bad. It's mostly the safe plates and the housing. Okay. That's good. We worked out in the end. Now, that was purely driven by me being curious, right? I want that sort of tension. Like, I felt good about my actions on. I knew what I'd done.
Note that excess carbon dioxide can cause damage to LYNX equipment.
Where am I? 1 minute. So I kind of would like that scenario to come about organically, as opposed to I kind of forced it because I knew I was rolling the dice on something. Oops, Oh, okay. Wait, really? We're not gonna let me out? Uh-oh, hang on.
Don't do that.
Yeah, so that was fun, and I like that challenge. Got me blood pumping. That was good, you know. But it was all because I was like, I just want to poke and probe and see what happens if I leave the ECU run that far. Yeah, so we really need. A lot of us, I think, were expecting the ship to have hazards. You know, the ship to come in with damage or something like that. That's sort of the thing really missing from this. All these ships are in pristine condition, and you know, like, to be honest, within a reason, most of the risks are manageable. You know, best laid plans seem to go pretty well. What a mess. What a mess I have made. Let's just... The hull should spring open. But, like, I'm not 100% sure if we'll ever see that as well. What is this? I got a sticker. Yeah, it's just, let's get straight back in and do another shift. Like, this isn't a bash on Hardspace episode. I've said my piece in the past, but my concern is, instead of, like, I feel like they almost sort of struck lightning with this concept, because their attempts at implementing interesting new things for the player are stickers, are like grindable collectibles, and then the ghost ship, which was such a polar opposite of what made this game brilliant in the first place. If you missed the ghost ship thing, it was basically, here's a bunch of bloody warts on the ship that you got to go laser off like you're some sort of doctor in a sex ward. Sex ward? Do you reckon it's called a sex ward? I don't know about that. I probably could have put a bit more thought into that. But you know what I mean. STI ward? Yeah, that might work a bit better.
Air pressure level decreased.
Oh, it's the cockpit. Hold on. I forgot that the cockpit is just not actually sealed anymore. It's just sitting there. So what was the point of that decompression? I don't know. It pushed everything around. But yeah, you just zap these warts, and it's just not fun. You know? It didn't really contribute anything. It was more collectibles is sort of the point that I'm getting at right now. We should be able to zap this. Nice. You know what I mean? Like, the two sort of big gameplay innovations so far have been to add grindy collectibles, and I'm sort of like, if you're stalling for time to develop other things, that's one thing, but I don't think that's what it is. I think that's their idea of a value add, which, you know, okay, that's fine, because there are people out there that probably love collectibles. But then when I talk about the idea of, hey, what if we had dynamically damaged ships that we could sort of try and traverse and problem solve, that's not in their wheelhouse. Their wheelhouse seems to be collectibles.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I don't know, maybe they'll go, this coolant tank, you find the defective coolant tank. And so you go through, and the coolant tank's exactly the same as all the other coolant tanks, except maybe it has a a sticker. Maybe you have to put a sticker on it. So it's not actually defective. It's just one that's tagged or a different color, and you have to click it for a collectible or put a sticker on it. That sounds more like what they would do. Not the fear of spontaneous, you know, stuff exploding around you because of pre-existing errors. Hang on, and what's going on? It's sort of hard to ramble and figure out where the coolant tanks are. Oh, you know what? It's over here. Anyway. But yeah, look, like I said, I'm quietly optimistic that they're gonna pull it out with the next update. The fact that they're doing a wipe excites me, but it might be make or break time. God damn it. It might be make or break time with us then, because there is a very, if we're going off track record, there's a very good chance that they're almost just resetting to sort of stall out and buy time and get you to collect all the collectibles. And if that's the case, I'm thank you, no. Alright, so it will be interesting to see how the community reacts overall. Like, even just, well, it's not necessarily a social experiment, but like, why does it say salvage ECU 1 of 3? Because it's a salvage runner, and I'm guessing there are actual other ECUs in there. Because it's a scrap ship, right? So there's other ECUs. How do I identify them if they don't have power? Wait, does that one have power up the back? Hang on. If this is a salvage ship carrying around like scrap items and metal, there is no way that the ECU that's not connected is giving off. No, that's coolant, which we don't need. Okay, that's promising. Electrical data bank. Oh, hang on. There's potential here. Mechanical forklift. Storage bin. Is it possible that this is actually an error and I'm giving it too much credit? See, my reaction was to give it benefit of the doubt, to be honest. I think maybe that ECU 1 out of 3 has got to be an error, right? It's got to be. I'm not seeing an ECU. It's not showing up on any of the sort of readouts. We might just commit this shift to exploring this. Right, so what have we got? What have we got? We've got this room in here. There's seats and... oh. Okay, there's an ECU there. There's a power core. So the power core is given off. So this ECU. Okay, it's showing up on this one. Is that one there as well? Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay. That's all right. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Salvage and destroy.
Like this hide and seek nonsense.
Damaging valuables.
Like, I am thankful. Oh god, I didn't even check the fuse then. I just wait. Did I get that right? I just pulled the button. Yeah, I'm glad that it wasn't like giving off a cool reading. So, you know, I think that's cool that it's dead on some of the metrics. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. But again, why are we sort of hunting collectibles, you know? How are we going to get out this hole? See, this boggles me a little bit. This is sort of like a support structure beam there, and yet it's weaker than the stuff it's supporting. Geez, that's excessive. Yeah, so the salvage runner reminds me a bit of the sort of like Lulan in Stationeers. It's very different from what we've come to think of the core gameplay loop. So, like, it's a bit of an off-the-wall experiment, but at the same time, I'm not necessarily against the devs giving it a go, but it just doesn't really work. I think, yeah, and from at least from my community as well, it's generally a lot of people don't like these salvage runners, right? Which is just, I mean, I get the in-game lore that they've built, but like mechanically, it's just a big old bag of random shit that you got to dig through. You know, it's like dumpster diving. I'm not really sure that's what I was in, what, you know, the spirit of the other hulls is. So it's interesting. I will give it interesting points for sure, right? But hands down, where'd the other bloody ECU go? I'm staring straight at it. There it is. No, but hands down, it's probably the weakest hull for sure. Oh, there it is there, right? Okay. Just sort of, you know, observational stuff. Not necessarily, like I said, not necessarily down on it. There's nothing wrong with a mode that you don't like, but you can still sort of appreciate the devs giving it a go. But again, it sort of ties into my sneaking suspicion that their idea of content is just collectibles. You know, it's like they really wanted to make Pokemon. What was that? F? Health pack. Oh, there's a health pack in behind it. Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Oh, I was going to say, that must have been the third one. So 2 minutes to do what? Power generator? Oh, I didn't even get the power generator. Do you reckon we can just squeeze that? I don't even know where this... Oh, okay, it's on the roof. Okay, that was lucky. Come on, you bastard. Why are you getting caught on everything, Mr. Toblerone?
1 minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up. We wrap.
Careful. Nice. 51 kilos of fuel, eh?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I mean, I don't see that happening. So let's just cash in our chips, eh? It's all a bit busy up there, isn't it? Yeah, so like I said, I'm very much excited to see where the next part goes. But I think a bit of healthy skepticism is in order as well, given their sort of track record of, like, I mean, they've been adding hulls, which has been wonderful, but their idea of like gameplay augmentation seems to routinely come back to collectibles. So, okay, yeah, they're adding the Act 1 story or whatever, and that'll be interesting because this game has no story. It's just non-existent. Bloody opening cutscene and all of a sudden you're just in a labor camp, right? So I'll be curious what happens there. I guess I'm not really expecting much because we haven't got much, but I really worry if part of their reset progression thing is just to maybe turn the grind up to 11 and force a collectible mindset. I don't know, it worries me because the grind is already kind of gross in this game because they're leaning into that, hey, you're $1 bazillion in debt sort of loop. But we'll see. I'm quietly optimistic. Team, thanks again for joining me. I might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.